Hello, welcome to Cardminds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Leo weekly money and career reading for March 24th to the 30th, 2025. Leos, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Leo's weekly money and career, March 24th to the 30th, 2025. Thank you for being here. I hope you're well. Be on the lookout, on the hear out for the magic word if you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading. All you have to do is put the magic word down below in the comment section and be subscribed. I will pull one name and announce it at the end of the month of March. So grab your best headphones, earbuds for better sound, and let's get started. I'm going to pull one oracle card from the Mademoiselle Lenormand deck. See what the root of the matter is, what the message is, what we need to know for Leo's Sun, Moon, Rising, money and career, March 24th to the 30th, 2025. Okay, oh, look at that. Okay, so it feels like you were angry about something, upset about something. Maybe you had a fight with someone on a certain situation, your family, your job, your friends, something. There was a fight there, or a miscommunication, or something you interpreted, or someone interpreted it the wrong way, or you thought something was going to happen and you got really upset over something, a situation, an emotion, a job, a business, something. Okay, but we have the protection and the sun over that, so that means that you're evolving into positive energies, maybe solving the problem, maybe communicating or realizing that you can fix this, or understand what happened, or communicate your anger and sort of calm your energies and be in a very constructive, proactive energy, instead of focusing on that person, focusing on the drama, focusing on what they did to you or didn't do to you, or how it was interpreted, whatever. Okay, it's going to be different for everyone, but I like that you have the sun on top of this, because that means that you're thinking positive, and finding a solution or resolution, or finally communicating, getting the answers, or solving the issue, right? All right, I like this. All right, let's see where we're going with this. Let's see if we can get a few more messages here on. Maybe you're just going through this. Comment down below, Leos. Let me know what this is all about. Maybe you're angry at someone. Maybe you're angry at a situation. Maybe you're angry at a decision. Maybe you're angry at something that was not in your control, or something, right? Comment comment down below. Remember that this is your channel. These are your pages, your energies. So whatever you want to share, if you feel like writing it down, if you feel like sharing something, if that makes you feel better, or calms you down, or allows you to find clarity on something, please, this is your channel. This is what this channel is all about. Yes, you have an offer here, or you have finances coming in, and maybe this was regarding finances, right? You're taking a breather after a challenge, after a challenging situation, or after a challenging decision, or something that happened. You're taking a breather because now you have the money coming in, or the offer coming in, and so this is a moment where you can rest. Okay. But a rest too after that. Yeah. Disconnection, right? The frustration, Four of Cups, feeling not enough, feeling they didn't offer this, or they didn't show up, or the offer's not enough, or this is not for you. The discontent, really, and the sort of like tired of the whole thing, right? And tired of getting this offer that's not for you, or that's not enough, or right? But this disconnect is also you not seeing that you still have Three Cups, that you still have ideas, energies, other offers, other finances coming in, because you do have this Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is ambitious. It's new. Yes, it's new. So maybe you don't want to start new. Maybe, right? But I feel like now with the Page of Pentacles, you're going to change your goal. You're going to change your energy. You're going to focus on something else, and you're going to be really grounded and studious in planning something very consistently. Maybe it wasn't consistent. Maybe what you had wasn't consistent. Maybe the job wasn't consistent. Maybe the people you're working with weren't consistent. Maybe the business, maybe the school, whatever. Maybe the idea and the planning around your project wasn't consistent, or the people you work with are not consistent, or maybe you were not consistent in bringing forward this job, project, business. And I feel like now you're doubling down. You're doubling down because you have the answer, or the messages, or you have addressed the issue. And now you're going to be dedicated. I feel like with this Page of Pentacles, yeah, I feel like I'm saying, but I'm almost like feeling, but I was dedicated, and I really worked hard on this. And so now it's my time to take a breather, because I'm disconnecting from those people that didn't do anything, and I picked up the slack for everyone. Okay, so now you're creating new goals. You're planning, you're strategizing, and there's a new work opportunity here, or finances, money coming in, and you're doing an amazing job, or you're studying really hard, right? And with the High Priestess here, this tells me that, well, no matter how you worked, how hard you worked, no matter how difficult it was, and maybe it didn't take you where you wanted to, or you realize that those people, you're just really angry at those people, or at the situation, or at the business, the company, the energy. And I feel like with the High Priestess here, you're understanding that now you have to see beyond that, beyond the anger, beyond the altercation or the situation, or the confrontation, whatever it is, and just understanding what is truly at play in your life. What do you want? How are you going to solve the issue, or see beyond the issue, to be able to continue in your career, to make a choice, or to start new, or to believe in your idea, or to believe in the new job that is coming in? There is an offer there. So there's wisdom within you that's been maybe ignored because you're so angry, and that maybe you weren't fully aware of that because of the anger, or because of the feelings, but listen to your instinct, rather than just relying on what's going on, or who said what, or who's giving what advice to who, right? Just things have to be addressed. Things beneath the surface have to be addressed. And so they have to be uncovered, or discussed, or discovered. It doesn't really matter what it is, but there's a truth between you and someone else, or a truth about yourself, or a situation that has to be revealed. So yes, it's been maybe ambiguous or not clear, but it's going to be addressed. And maybe you're not going to get all the truth right away. Maybe you just have to see beyond, focus on a new goal, focus on your new energies, focus on that new goal, focus on that new goal. See beyond, yes. Page of Swords, new idea. There's a learning curve. Maybe you're learning something. This is a new idea. This is innovative. Maybe you're working with innovative people. And I think that it's not worth dwelling on the past. Yeah, you have the Two of Wands. You're working on something new. You're strategizing. You're planning. You're very committed to something. But this something, this job, business, idea, project, whatever it is opening up your world. You might be traveling. You might be working with other countries. You might be having to discuss with other people in other languages, maybe to, work, or strategies, or how to develop this project, or how to get money, or how to connect and network with people outside of your usual realm, outside of your usual job. And it doesn't have to be international. It doesn't have to be other countries. But whatever job you take or whatever it is that you're working on now, this new goal, it's expanding your horizons. So maybe you're doing something a little different. Maybe you're going to work in a different type of job or in a different type of company or a different type of business, or maybe it's your own idea. Maybe you want to start your own thing. And we have the star. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't let this altercation or this misunderstanding or this aggravation that you have weigh you down. Trust yourself with the star. Believe in yourself. The star is all about healing, understanding, but yes, healing past situations and really stepping into something smoother, softer, an energy that's less confrontational. And it's the renewal of your optimism, the renewal, there you go, there we have the sun, the renewal of your belief system, your optimism, your positivity after the challenges, after the difficulties, after the anger, whatever this is all about. These are inspiring new possibilities. And yes, 2 pages, you're starting fresh. Many pages these days, these weeks, many pages. This is a wish coming true. So dream big, trust yourself. You're going into something with true confidence. So dream big and believe that good things are possible. You're on the right path. You're finding clarity over this situation that was difficult, but you're seeing a bigger perspective. You're opening up your world. So trust yourself, right? Trust the process. Trust the fresh new ideas, the fresh new start. And it's really time to focus on what you truly want and what aligns with your authentic self. Instead of getting angry at everybody, trust yourself and focus on what is important for you. And whether it's a new job and a whole new process and you have a learning curve, or whether it's you wanting to start your own business, or whether you wanting to go and learn something very innovative, maybe AI or something like that. I feel like you're now, because of this situation and this angry situation, I say angry because really the Verge is something very, where someone really exploded with anger. But you have the sun over that, so you're now moving into something much more positive. And also you have the 9 of Cups. Your wish is coming true. So maybe it's time to go to school and learn something new. Maybe it's time to develop your own project. Maybe it's time to get that other job. It's something completely different. And we don't have the Death card. We don't have the Judgment, right? This is not a complete rebirth and healing of something and having to completely change your destiny. This is just you understanding to see beyond what is really aggravating you and really making you upset. And if it's not you that's upset, someone else is upset at you because something is revealed or something is not revealed right away. Someone's not telling the truth right away or not saying what's going on. And then you realize that, and then you have to address the problem. And that's when everything goes haywire, right? Okay, well, let's see what this, let's focus on the new. Let's focus on this dream, this 9 of Cups. There you go. We have the 9 of Cups that came right out, Leos. 9 of Cups, your wish coming true. This is something you've really wanted for a long time. The 9 of Cups is not something spare of the moment, last minute. The 9 of Cups is something we really dreamt and really wanted for a long time. And we didn't believe in it. We're walking on eggshells. We figured maybe it wasn't time, or we don't have enough experience, or it's not for me. I'm not enough, right? But Leo, you know you're enough. You know you got this. You know you're ready for this. And there's the Tower. There's that sudden shift, that sudden awakening that, okay, this is for me. Now it's my time. Now I'm going to make it happen. And even if I'm freaked out because I don't know exactly how it's going to pan out, or how am I going to do this, or is it the right timing, or do I have enough money, or do I have enough knowledge, or whatever, you have a training program or you have a learning curve. Like, you're going to learn something new, but you're now suddenly aware that this is your wish. This is what you really wanted. And maybe it's just the way, and sometimes the wish is just because you know, you're finally going to work with the people you like, or you're finally aware of what's going on and what you don't want anymore, so you can focus on that goal in getting that job or getting the training that you need, or focusing on the network, or connecting with the right people so you're in the right team and you enjoy your job, and you're there for the right reasons, sort of aligning with your values and your belief system. And here there is that sudden shift. It's liberating for you. It's really, really liberating for you. So whether it's something that finally you're having the conversations, or finally you're getting the truth, or finally you're finding clarity on this subject, this situation, this job, this person that really pissed you off, right? This is the moment where you're tearing down old beliefs. Well, maybe you believed in them. Maybe it's something that you worked in for a very long time. Maybe even it's your own business. Maybe this is a company that you worked with for a long time, right? And the structures are now like you're tearing down those old structures, those old ways, those old belief systems, and maybe even illusions on the people you work with. Or maybe it's a boss, maybe it's a coworker, or maybe even it's a friend and family member, and that's really making you angry, and that is sort of overlapping on your job and your day-to-day routine. And so you're now going to be able, because there's a sudden shift and a sudden awareness, you're now finally going to be able to make room for the new, right? And now grow and understand. And sometimes this really forces you to address the truth, to address the issues that need to come out and need to understand what's going on. All right, let's see what the Two of Wands is all about. Yes, there you go. There you are, Leo. Daring. Putting yourself out there. Taking risks. Believing in yourself and thinking big and taking risks. The King of Wands is very confident in their choice, in their business, in who they are. Lots of cards just popped out. So I think that you're finding your groove, you're finding your energies again. But I'm going to put this over here. Here's the person that you really got angry at, or someone that lied to you, or a situation that was really, I think you're very upset that this wasn't fulfilled, or it wasn't completed. Maybe it's a task that wasn't completed. Maybe it's a business that was supposed to happen and you didn't get the money, or you thought you were going to get money, or maybe this is a project you were working on that never ended, and that was never there's something that wasn't completed, and there's something that was left unfulfilled, and therefore you have to leave behind emotions, coworkers, people you worked with, ideas, and this is something that, okay, but you have to leave it behind, because it's never going to happen that way, or if it's not going to be done, it's not going to be completed. Okay. And that happens, and there's a lot of messages and a lot of energies like that right now, where people have to leave something that never happened or wasn't completed, or have to leave emotions behind, coworkers behind, friends behind, family behind, because they have to move on to something else. 3 pages, so it's all fresh. You're a bit of a dreamer. This is something that you really have wanted. It has been your dream, and maybe it has remained your dream for a long time. But if you don't push, if you don't decide, if you don't, at one point take advantage of the changes, of the shifts, of the people you can't work with anymore, or of the subject, project, business that's not going to happen, that you realize not going to happen, well, now's the time to make those dreams reality, because or else they're just going to remain dreams, right? That cool job you wanted, or that business you wanted to start, or that project you wanted to develop, or your artistic talent that you want to show the world, or something you want to show the world. Comment down below. What is it that you want to show the world? 3 pages. You're starting fresh. It feels a little artistic with the Ace of Cups. It feels like it's something artistic, or at least you're going to associate yourself. You're going to work with people, with like-minded people that think like you, or that have the same ideas you have, or the same talent you have. And therefore, together, you're going to be able to come together and really find the joy to communicate your art or to communicate your ideas. People are going to listen to you just because you're in the right space. And I'm surprised we don't have the Wheel of Fortune. You're starting to be in the right mindset, in the right space. And when you connect with the right people, when you're in the right place and people like what you do or people enjoy working with you or like your ideas, they're going to listen to you and you're complementary, right? You're all going to work together and be able to come together to develop your idea or to develop your ideas, your talent, your art, whatever it is. We have the Knight of Wands moving forward and the Queen of Wands. So we have the Page of Wands. Do we have the Page of Wands or we don't have the Page of Wands? No, it's the only one we don't have. So we have the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands. Wow. Wow. This is all you, Leo. Moving forward, trusting yourself, taking action. And I feel like here with this Knight of Wands in the beginning, you're sort of like all gung-ho. I'm excited. This is new. Finally, I'm getting out of that horror there or that job I hated or those people that really piss me off or whatever it is, right? It feels like now, then you're really excited. Action forward. Knights are all about action and movement forward, but knights are a little bit, the Knight of Wands sometimes is a little bit overzealous, like loves things to happen right away, so excited about a project or so excited about a job, like a teenager, right? Making decisions a little irrationally and just needing everything to be done yesterday. Let's quick, let's get it done. I'm overexcited and all that. But then I feel like you move into confidence, right? Trusting yourself. The overzealous, the overexcitement becomes something more serious, but in a good way, more confident and more daring and more risky because, you mature and you find your balance with these people. You find your balance within this job, within this company, within this business or your project with the people around you. And that's giving you a steady foundation where you can trust yourself. And so your confidence is coming back up with the Queen of Wands, asserting yourself, and the King of Wands, daring. Putting yourself out there, not caring what people think of you anymore, not fearing judgment. It's okay. I believe in myself. I'm going to risk this. It's like, it's really, I'm seeing like, I'm seeing like the casino, the roulette, it's like you're putting all your chips in. There you go. All your chips are in. That's how much you believe in this, and that's how much you're confident. It's you're putting all your chips in. Okay. All right. I don't get that image very often. All right. Let's see if there's one last message for the road. But see how the progress is. You go from really, really angry, but you do have the sun that's protecting you, and that you really have the strength to evolve and to turn this situation into, okay, well, that didn't work out, and I'm angry at that, the way they decided that, or I'm angry because those decisions were outside of my control. But that opens my life to new opportunities. That opens up my energies to be able to do something new that I probably haven't been able to do in a long time because I was so busy in my job and so busy in my day-to-day life. Well, now anything goes. Now I can get my dream back on the and back in my life, and all chips are in. All chips are in. And all chips are in to make your dream happen. Awesome. Yep. Abundance. Happy with your choice. Happy with where you're going to be, the people you're going to be working with. And we have the High Priestess, which also is allowing yourself to go on a journey to learn new skills, to connect with new people, to communicate with new people that they have knowledge and they're going to be able to teach you or share their knowledge. Yes, moving into something smoother. Try not to take too many swords with you. Try not to, have too much hanging on your shoulders. And yes, there we go. You're bringing back balance, maturity. You're going to be able to make decisions in a calm way, in a mature way. Take your time to make decisions now and not be involved in a job or in a company where people are all over the place and you can't trust them anymore, right? There you go. You're now able to balance your emotions, balance who you are, and really enjoy coming together to bring that dream into reality. Whatever that dream is, whatever it is that you've been wanting to do for a very long time, this is the moment to focus on it. And here you are with your team. You're building new. You're part of a new team, or you're building a team, or you're building a project, or you're now able to work on the subject that you really want. All chips are in, Leo. Beautiful, beautiful reading. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so, so much for watching. Thank you to each and every one for sharing your journeys, for sharing your energies. Gratitude. Gratitude, Leos. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. I want to say that the magic word is all chips are in. I love that. All chips are in. And let me know what this is all about, Leo, because I'm very curious. So all chips are in will be the magic word for you to put down in the comment section if you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading, or just interested in sharing energies and helping this channel to push this channel forward. It's been a little difficult right now, so thank you for sharing your energies, and thank you for being here. Gratitude, gratitude. Thank you to all. Have a great week, Leos. Take care. Bye-bye.